Well, data shows bullying incidents across New York State are at their highest level in nearly a decade.
Yeah, but there are new questions tonight about whether the response from our local schools is part of the solution or part of the problem.
Well, here's part one of the Turn to Terror special report, School of Pain.
I started self-harming because I felt like it was too much.
Bullying with him started when he was in the first grade. I'm sorry.
They were calling him fat, you're a loser.
When he said that, he wanted to kill me.
A show of hands, how many of you feel that bullying is an epidemic in the Hudson Valley?
It started in September, first day of school.
We recently held an open forum on bullying.
It's gonna be okay, right?
18 parents
The bullies made riding the bus almost impossible for her.
and students had the courage to share their stories.
They would call me short. They would make fun of me for not knowing who my own father is.
Unspeakable torment. 11-year-old Joey Palomaro says he endured daily at the Columbus Elementary School in Mount Pleasant earlier this year. What was the darkest moment for you?
When I asked my mom about suicide, that
It broke my heart, knowing that he's 11 years old, thinking about it.
But as painful as that story is to hear, and yes, it's gut-wrenching, we all know it's not unique. Bullying happens in hallways all across America. And the numbers in New York are even higher than the national average. 22%, or more than 1 in 5 students, were taunted verbally or physically last year at school, the highest numbers reported in nearly a decade. But get this. How many of you reached out to school officials about the bullying? So all of you. Did it help?
Not at all.
I felt like they made me feel like there's something wrong with my child.
Under New York's bullying law, known as the Dignity for All Students Act, or just DASA, schools are legally required to report incidents of bullying, like the ones you just heard, to the state education department. But our close review of several years of DASA data shows a pattern of many schools in the Hudson Valley not doing that. For instance, over the 2016-2017 school year, nearly half of all of the 486 schools in our area, including some of the largest ones, didn't list a single case of bullying on any campus.
I've been bullied for many years. Teacher did not bully me. She's supposed to bully me. It's like wherever I went, it didn't stop.
And so Valerie Vargas says every day of her junior year was a test of courage.
I started off with 10 different girls pulling my hair, pushing me, telling me I didn't belong in Harrison.
And then in February, one of them posted this thread on Snapchat.
Beware, ho. You get your ass kicked.
Some students turned away, but most watched on, one even filming with a cell phone as Valerie's attacker started pummeling her.
I felt like I was reaching out to the school for help and they didn't help me.
Shortly after that classroom assault, then 16-year-old Valerie
I grabbed a razor.
started cutting herself.
I did it because I felt there wasn't no other way to escape all the anger and the frustration and stress.
We were staying strong for her so she could stay strong. But seeing her like that, you know, I mean, worry.
Worry that has morphed into grief for Sandy Lundy Resnick.
On April 25th, my 11-year-old took his life.
As Resnick opens up for the first time publicly about her young son's death, other parents struggle to contain their emotions.
I'm still raw. I still haven't, if I'm going to be transparent, fully faced it. It's my baby. I'm supposed to keep him safe.
But she says after years of him being taunted at Pauling Middle School for his love of Broadway, the pain was too much for Shane to bear. Resnick came here, hoping to send a message to the people she blames for his loss.
When you laughed at him in his face and behind his back, what you don't know is how hard he always tried to fit in.
Do you feel like school officials failed your son?
Absolutely. You can't tell me that this was going on and they did not know. The school is accountable.
But for a brief moment, finding accountability can wait. Finding solace in each other can't. Tara Rosenblum, News 12.
Well, folks, we're just getting started. School of Pain continues tomorrow night. We put in interview requests with 68 school leaders to react to our bullying data. Just 2 agreed to be interviewed. Meanwhile, to find out how well your local school district did on reporting or to watch raw footage from that forum, head to news12.com, click on the School of Pain banner.